so today I'm going to be sharing with you my makeup collection and my makeup storage. I have recently redone the storage and I'm really loving it. It works so much better than what I had before. Everything was just shoved in before. Now it's got a little bit more organization to it. My collection is not overly huge. It has taken a long time to put together, but it's nowhere near as big as most beauty YouTubers. But still, I feel like the disclaimer of I'm not bragging. It's just what I've got. People can survive with more, people can survive with less. But I hope you guys enjoy and I hope you guys get some inspiration for storing your makeup collection if you're having any issues. And keep on watching. Okay guys, so this is the general overview of my makeup area. It also shares some space with some jewelry. So I will start with what's on the edges here. So these are all of my palettes. On the left hand side over here we have the BH Cosmetics 120 palettes, first and second edition. I have the 28 neutral palette. I've got the palette that I've made from Morphe. So those are the colors I got from them. Then I've got this really old palette in here that is Color Impact, is probably bought from like Loblaws long before Joe Fresh existed. And this is what I used mostly through high school. And it's broken, but it's got tons of colors and it definitely served its purpose. Then next I have my Vice palette, which you guys have seen hundreds of times. My BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette. Then in here I have my Tartelette palette, the NARS Day to Night palette, my W7 in the Buff palette. Those two right there are the Estee Lauder palettes that I've got from a Christmas collection years ago. And then over here, I've got more BH palettes. I've got the lip gloss palette, the first contour blush palette. I've got my Morphe 9C palette. Then I also have my professional blush palette and then the concealer palette from them. And then down here I just have the trio from Love and Beauty Forever 21. And then beside it you just have my brushes. So I usually keep them all in that back one, but I washed them recently and I had a shoot, and then when I use them for videos, I end up just putting them in this container, which is actually one of my candle holders, or I should say candle vases. I have two units. I've recently redone these and I'm really liking how they've turned out so far. So the first drawer is eyes, and for the most part I've got eyeliners, chubby sticks, everything like that, all its pencil form, and then my eye primer. And then in the front here I've got all of my liquid liners. I've got my gel liners, Morphe, Physicians Formula, just kind of tossed in there. And then some of my single eyeshadows or little duos. All the Makeup Forever Aqua Creams. I've got a quad in here, and then a couple of little mini palettes and duos that just didn't fit in the little trays. I got the little trays from the dollar store recently, and I've got a few more pieces tucked in the back that I don't really use often, which is why they're shoved back there. Then this next drawer I've got eyelashes, eyebrows. So I've got all my mascaras in the front, little section of eyebrow stuff, and then all my falsies and my glues. Alright, this is the first of my lip drawers. I just have one container that I got from the dollar store in the middle, and it just helps to separate because you wouldn't be able to fit three in here. So I figured I'd get the lip liners, some lip balms in the middle. This is all of my nude lipsticks and nude lip glosses. So you see some ColourPop, Julep. I've got some Estee Lauder. Then in this side is kind of lip glosses in the back, the odd color blue, and then my oranges and corals. That is the same thing as next drawer with that centerpiece from the dollar store. These are all of my pink lips, all of my purple and berry plums, and all of my reds. So you can tell I have a lot of pinks. There's about to be an overflow, but I will deal with that when I get there. And then the last drawer is my face drawer. So in here I've got foundations, I've got concealers, liquid contour, then I have a bunch of blushes lined up. My Becca highlight, champagne pop, my bronzers or pressed powders that are darker than me, setting powders, and I've got miscellaneous cheek products. Those are concealers of some sort, but they're not really matched to my skin tone. Then I have a couple of sticks from e.l.f. And then in the corner here, there's a couple of blush sticks underneath there. which again I don't use very often. Clean and Clear oil blotting strips, a Sephora mirror, and underneath there is an old Urban Decay, I think it's a tinted moisturizer, but it oxidizes way too much on me, so I don't really use it. And yeah, so that's how I do my storage. Like I said, I'm really loving the way it turns out now. And if you have any requests for videos, leave them down below. Hit me up on my social media. It's always linked down below. So is my blog. Be sure to go check that out. And I will see you guys in my next video. See ya! St. Patrick's Day makeup look. This is on the more subtle side. If you guys have been following me, you guys saw last year's video. This is definitely one that you can start with. If you like a little bit more complexity, then check out last year's video, which I'll link down below.